Hey cruisers, it's Wednesday and here we are on YouTube doing a fun little live stream. I hope everyone's doing awesome. We got a great group in our pre-chat tonight. We're all talking about the weather and what we're all doing soon. Let's get some cruise countdowns going. I know that we've got Mike and Cheryl going very soon on the beautiful Star Princess inaugural out of Spain. Who else wants to drop their cruise countdown in the chat for us? You know we would love to see all of you. That would be so exciting. What else? Gosh, we'll talk about some cruise news tonight. I'm going to give you guys a quick 5-item Amazon haul. Some things I bought in the last month or so that I'm liking. All of them are going to appear new to you most likely. Unless you're always on our Amazon live streams, you probably haven't seen any of these. And we're going to just have a good chat. And you can always drop your cruise questions right on into the interactive chat if you'd like. I'm ready for them, so bring it on. I'll do my very, very best. I also want to welcome our Patreon family. Hello, Backstage crew. We always invite our Patreon community to type the word crew into the chat so that everyone can see who they are. Oh, wow. Jin B, Virgin Voyages. Wow, 10 days. PJ's going on the sister cruise. John's 94 days until Panorama. Mike and Cheryl in the house crew. We love it. Penny's doing the Regal countdown. This is exciting. Keep them coming, guys. I love it. And I'll probably check them out a little bit later, too, if I don't get to all of them today. You guys will notice that I have my hair pulled up. It's because I thought I was going to be something special here and walk outside and try to take photos of a bunch of my new clothing so I could post them on Amazon. And oh my word, I came in here sweating like crazy. So I was like, okay, turn the air conditioning down. You have 10 minutes until your live stream. You have to cool down. I was all red and sweaty. I put on a little concealer, a little powder. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. So good to see everybody here, seeing those crew folks come in. Angie, all right, Norwegian Bliss, 53 days. That's going to be so exciting. Yeah, April Tatum said going to Alaska next July. Any suggestions on footwear? I have a whole Alaska footwear, kind of an idea list for you on Amazon. If you need it, it's in our Alaska cruise store, but I do have some favorites that I would recommend. I personally like the Columbia Newton Ridge women's hiking boots. Those are great. I also love, love, love my short little rain boots that I got for Alaska this last year. I don't think I can share a screen with you here, but I can get you a link for them. Let me see if I can get you a photo somehow of those cute, cute boots. They are so fun. I've got to find them. I've got to find them. Where are they? Let me just take a look and I'll get you a link for the cute little boots because they are so great. Footwear is tricky, April, for Alaska because you actually don't want it to be too hot or too heavy, but you need a little bit of water resistance or waterproofing without going crazy. Like I always tell people, it's kind of a mistake to wear really thick, clunky hiking boots, but if you can somehow find a lightweight pair of hiking boots or a waterproof pair of sneakers, that's probably all you need. So you have to kind of decide. A lot of people love Vessies. I have not invested in Vessies because I personally, I don't really want to buy something that expensive that I can't try on, and I think that they ship from Canada. So I'm just a little bit unsure about doing that and having a good return on them. But I'm going to give you a link to my extra tough boots that I bought. They're super cute. They're totally waterproof. If it runs cold on your trip, April, you're going to be glad that you had these. But you need a pair of sneakers too. Those are fun though. I actually bought a pair of these in Alaska this last year. And my husband is saying that we can screen share now. So let me pull up the extra tough boots and we can show you. Okay, here we go. Yeah, if we can screen share, this is what the extra toughs look like, April. This is what I just put a link in there for you for. Okay, and these are women's, but they also have them in men's. They're terrific. They come in tall ones too, but you probably don't need a tall one. Okay, good job. Mr. Cruise Tips TV, thank you for doing the screen share. That was awesome. So Jin B said, looking for ideas of what to do in Miami on disembarkation day. I can get off the ship later and the flight leaves out of Miami at 3:30. I would go to the beach. I would do a nice little beach day if you're into that. Another thing you could do is get a day use hotel. 3:30 isn't terribly late. So you could do like, you could even do like a, Walk around South Beach. That could be really fun. Do the whole Lincoln Road thing. Grab something good to eat. Have like, but if you get a day use hotel, the nice thing is they can store your luggage for you and then you can just kind of roam around. But Miami, it's kind of beachy. If anybody has any other Miami ideas, drop them in the chat and we could always try to help you out with that too. Stephen and Dean say, want to do Alaska but can only afford an inside cabin. Should you still do it? Yes, you should definitely still do it. It's way better than not going to Alaska. The other thing you can try to do is book an early or late season cruise. If you look at April and May, you might find a balcony for as cheap as an inside cabin. Just have to look at the less popular ships. If you're trying to go on a brand new ship, it's going to be way more expensive. But if you're going to go on an older ship, I think that you can totally find a balcony for the price of an inside if you go like late April, early May. Give that a try and see if that strategy works for you, or work with a travel agent to see if they can give you any advice there. I'm loving all of the questions that are coming in, by the way, you guys. Wow, are they switching back to Coke from Pepsi, John? Oh boy, what is the deal with that? I'm trying to remember. Had that already happened? I don't remember. I have a hard time keeping up with that whole thing. Let's see here. Video to Share said, do you have any info on MSC Seashore? No, I don't, but we do have logs on MSC Seascape, and they will probably be very helpful for you because it's an almost identical ship. So if you go to our channel, click on the videos tab and search Seascape or MSC, you'll find tons of them. Yeah, you should be good to go. Wow, D. Loot, I love that you're trying Azamara and Star Princess. Go in the premium route. A lot of our cruising community is going the premium route for their next cruises. Not everybody is, but a lot of us. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Midge, that happened about your change there. Oh man. Cheryl says she tried a short hunter boot. Oh, I love hunter boots. What a cute boot to take as well. Now, did you wear those on the plane or did you pack them in your suitcase, Cheryl? I'm very curious to know. Okay, Ron CRK said, what is a good hotel around Port Canaveral? Ooh, I stayed at the Hilton at Cocoa Beach. I've also stayed at the Marriott Lakeside. I think Mike and Cheryl stayed there when they did the Cruise Tips TV, Friends of Cruise Tips TV group cruise. So I think they stayed at the Marriott Lakeside as well. But maybe get your favorite Port Canaveral ones in there, you guys, for Ron CRK. But those are my recommendations. I like being down at Cocoa Beach. I thought that was really, really fun. Oh, thank you, the Cruise Tubers, for the love. Oh my gosh, I so appreciate you. That is so sweet. Thank you guys so, so much. That means the world to us. Now, D. Loot said, for the person who was talking about an inside cabin earlier for Alaska, D said, an inside cabin is great. Just did a 22-day Alaska cruise in an interior cabin, no light intruding. Now, if you can do 22 days in an interior, anybody can do 7, right? Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, I'm so enjoying seeing all of your countdowns, you guys. PJ said they heard the same, John Garrick, about that the Coke switchback. So good to go. Yes, Mike and Cheryl did the Marriott Lakeside as well, and they loved it. That's a really good one. I sure enjoyed that. What's up, Charles? How are you? Good to have you. So some fun cruise news this week. We're going to bounce around today in between questions. We'll bounce around and talk about some cruise news. Hopefully, you guys, those of you who follow us on social media, saw that I got to go back to Los Angeles for a second time to the Magic Castle with Princess Cruises. Oh, my heart was so happy when I got the invitation to go back because I love the partnership between Princess Cruises, Magic Castle to create their Spellbound experience. If anybody has done the Spellbound experience on Princess, give me your best magic emojis in the chat and let me know. I want to give you guys an article that we posted on our website all about Spellbound, but I have the best news in the world for you guys about it. So previously, Spellbound, if you're not familiar with it, it's like a speakeasy on a cruise ship mixed with magic, and it was mixed with dinner. And you got access to all these fabulous craft cocktails that were very magical and some incredible top rate magic in this little speakeasy type room, okay? Beforehand, it was paired with a dinner experience and it was pricey, like $150 a head. They have taken away the dinner part, which honestly, you don't need the dinner part to enjoy Spellbound. You can just go to dinner and enjoy it, right? and it's now going to be like $40, $45 per person. It's totally accessible for people. It's going to happen on the new Star Princess and on Sun. So that is exciting. I'm really stoked. And we've got that link to the Spellbound article in there twice. Mr. Cruise Tips TV and I both put it in the chat for you guys. He just did a good job of writing a little bit more in there for us. That's awesome, Angie. I love that. I love your opinion. And Charles is recommending another Port Canaveral hotel for you, Ron. I think it was Ron. They did a 2-bedroom suite at the Residence Inn. I love Residence Inn. I stayed at a wonderful one in Galveston. Yeah, very cool. Cruise Tuber said, we've cruised exclusively on Norwegian Cruise Line. We like freestyle cruising. We want to branch out. Any recommendations on alternative cruise lines? These days, guys, if you like Norwegian and you like freestyle, I really think Royal Caribbean is a very natural next fit. And Royal Caribbean ships are super varied, right? Like the big new ships have everything and they're super amazing. I feel like Norwegian cruisers are also somewhat used to some really incredibly beautiful ships with a lot of different bells and whistles with the go-karts. You have had the crazy water slides. There's a lot of activity on Norwegian, and similarly, Royal Caribbean offers that. But cruise tubers, if you guys want to take it down a notch a little bit and you're loving NCL, but you're like, okay, maybe I don't need all of that, right? Maybe you're feeling like, I'm okay with a more tranquil experience with maybe a little more space per person on the ships than that. And you want to do something kind of different, you might want to try Princess, Celebrity, Holland America, because sometimes the pricing can be really similar. Norwegian prices like a premium line a lot of times. They have a premium cruise experience in certain types of staterooms and certainly in the Haven, but you might find that you can play a little bit with something like Princess. Cruise tubers, you would want to get Princess Plus or Premier, get the package so that it kind of feels like Norwegian, because you know how on Norwegian they do the free at sea, more at sea thing, and you have like your drinks and you have all the stuff. If you get Princess Plus and Premier, you're getting a lot of that same stuff, and then you can really compare the value because you've got a package there, and I think that's one good way to go. I think that's what I would encourage you to do. I think you should try Princess. Royal Caribbean for sure. But I like how Princess lets you get a package, and then you can kind of make it feel Norwegian-ish. Ooh, D. Loot said, what are the best ships to play pickleball at sea? Norwegian Aqua. The new Star Princess will have a pickleball court. Who else knows about pickleball on cruise ships? Those are the only two I personally know of off the top of my head. But Norwegian Aqua has the best pickleball court. It is so good. Sneaky said, I'm trying to get into Spellbound on my cruise, but I think because of the transition, it's not readily available to reserve. Yes. Sneaky, M68, everybody's telling me that right now. They're like, some people are saying they even canceled their own reservation, their old reservation. Hang in there. It's going to be okay. I'm sure they're going to fix it. And if I can get information on that, I will let you know. Yay, KS, I see your magic. Cheryl and Mike, I see your magic emojis. You guys are awesome. Look at the magic emojis. Yes. Okay, cool. Oh, very cool. Yeah, John, I'm not sure about the real reason either. I don't know. Victoria Coffee said, we did our first ever cruise with MSC 2 weeks ago on World America. It was amazing, and I'm already looking to book another cruise for April. What is freestyle cruising? Well, I'm glad you asked, Victoria, and I'm also really stoked to hear that you liked MSC. We really like MSC. We have done, I want to say 4 MSC cruises. Our last one was in the Yacht Club on MSC Euribia in Dubai, and it was outstanding. I prefer the Yacht Club experience with MSC, but let me tell you about freestyle cruising. So Norwegian Cruise Line invented the concept of freestyle cruising decades ago. Freestyle cruising means there's no absolute set dining times, no absolute set dress codes, and it's a little bit more of a flexible cruising style, where the old traditional way of cruising was you either went to dinner at 5 or you went to dinner at 7, and you had to wear this and you had to wear that, and Norwegian's like, no. we're doing away with that. Now, since then, you can go on a Norwegian cruise and make it feel more like a traditional experience. You can do a dressy night, you know, you can still have the same dining time every night if you want to make it that way, but they make it a little more flexible for you. So that's what freestyle cruising is. Yeah. Jasmine O'Hara. Oh, yay. Jasmine said Royal Caribbean Navigator of the Seas has nice pickleball courts. Angie said Norwegian Prima has pickleball as well, she believes. Yeah, I kind of wondered if Prima and Viva had pickleball as well as Aqua. I'm sure somebody in the chat might know about that. So I love that question, D. Loot. That was a great question about pickleball. I am so glad you brought that up. My son and I played it on Aqua and we had a great time, and the court is beautiful. You could go watch our ship tour of Norwegian Aqua if you would like to see the pickleball court. It is really cool. Really cool. Other cruise news this week while I'm waiting for questions. Carnival Festival had her keel laying. That's exciting. Oh, and Star Princess also had successful sea trials. Did you guys hear about that? She made it through her sea trials. That was exciting, and she is on track for her October 4th debut. So that is good. We love hearing that because we know that with the last Sphere class ship, it got a little bumpy in the beginning there. So that's exciting. Oh, and in huge news, did you guys hear about Princess Cruises' Japan deployment? In 2027, Princess is putting 2 ships in Japan, friends. Not just Diamond, but now Sapphire will be there. They will have very unique itineraries, and I believe Sapphire is going to be ported in Tokyo instead of Yokohama, so that's pretty incredible. Really, really cool, you guys. Also, our latest podcast episode this week was fun. Our Facebook group gave us questions. Many of you who gave us questions for that are also here tonight, and I want to thank everybody in our group, our Facebook group, for contributing questions. My poor husband has had bronchitis for 3 weeks, and he cannot talk for long periods of time without coughing. Rather than subjecting you guys to that, he's like, I'm sitting out the podcast. Let's call on our friends to help. And our amazing Facebook community gave us some killer questions, and we had a lot of fun answering them. We talked about Caribbean cruise port activities. Really fun shore excursion ideas came out of that podcast. I did a lot of research on some unique cruise ports in the Caribbean, so that was good. I'm gonna also invite you all to listen to our podcast right here on YouTube. You can do that. You can listen, you're gonna see them in our tab. There's a podcast tab. We upload them every week. So if you wanna just play it on your YouTube, you can do that, or listen wherever you want. You can skip the ads. It doesn't hurt my feelings. So you can do that. And I also wanna invite everybody to join our Facebook group. I have pinned our Facebook group link to the top of the message. You're gonna notice that some very special people are here in the chat with us tonight. Our friends Mike and Cheryl, who have been a part of our cruise community here on YouTube for many, many years. They moderate and administer that group, so they let people in fast. When I'm busy during the day and I don't have time, Mike and Cheryl are like on it. They're like pew, pew, pulling out their approval guns and letting everybody in. So if you guys are excited to join another really positive Facebook group where there's no drama, there's no cells, there's no weird stuff going on in there, you can just enjoy some nice cruise information. About 3,000 people. Go ahead and pop in there and join. We'd love it. All right. Cindy Tatum said, are tennis shoes necessary for our Alaska cruise in September? Bringing suede Skechers waterproofed, of course, for walking. That's enough, Cindy. You might be able to get away with just that pair of shoes if they're waterproofed. As long as they're comfortable for you to wear every single day, you're fine with that pair. Yeah. Unless you're going like on an excursion where you're going to be getting really wet. Like it's hard for me to even think of anything where you would need something like that. Because usually if you're going on an excursion, like let's say you're doing a float trip down Mendenhall Lake, they're going to give you booties to put over your rain gear. I mean, usually they give you boots if you need it. So me too, Chica. I'm so excited about those. Susie Q, you're here. Susie Q says, after listening to our British Isle podcast about cruising out of Southampton, they have booked a cruise for next May on Princess. Looking forward to seeing Ireland. It'll be your first European cruise. My sweet friend, thank you so much for telling me that. I have to be honest with you, that podcast had the same effect on me, and I'm going to have to look at the cruise you're on because I've got to get myself up there. after having him on the podcast, I can't even tell you how excited I got. So you guys, what we're talking about is a few weeks ago, we had our buddy Ronan on the podcast. Ronan actually lives in Cove. Cove is a beautiful little area in Ireland where many cruise ships dock, and there is some absolutely incredible Titanic history there. So we talked all about that, and I got the bug for it too. I'm surprised I haven't already booked something. And all of my phobias about cruising out of Southampton and flying out of London, Heathrow, are gone. I now love the Heathrow airport. I had a wonderful experience there after having a really bad one many years ago, to the point where I was avoiding, no joke, you guys, I was avoiding cruising out of that area because my experience at the airport was so horrendous. So yeah, search Southampton on our podcast tab, and you will find that podcast. It's a really, really good one. And Mr. Cruise Tips TV also put a link to that podcast in the chat for you guys. If anybody has asked a question and I missed you, please let me know. I want to make sure. Hey, Dale, you missed the buffet. Yes. Oh, how fun. Okay, Cruise Tuber said the stadium on NCL Prima also has pickleball. So it sounds like Prima, Viva, Aqua all have pickleball. That's great. All right, sounds good, honey. I gotcha. Okay. Yay. Mike and Cheryl said they use Shore Excursions Group for one of their excursions in Europe. Good place to do it, because let me tell you, that is a good way to save money and get yourself on a smaller group excursion. And what keeps happening for us with Shore Excursions Group is a lot of times the tours will end up being private or just like one or two other couples. It's crazy small groups. Not always, but a lot of times. Okay. Bonsoir, Jose. How are you? I see you in there. Nice to see you. Okay. I promised you all that I was going to do a very miniature Amazon haul today. Some stuff that I bought. I only have 5 items to give you guys tonight. I kept it really small. But we'll do, after this, we're going to go over to Amazon Live. And I have a new clothing haul with a bunch of fall sweaters and a fall dress that I'm going to share with you guys. And I'm actually going to do a try on during the stream. So I'm going to put on like a tank top and then just keep moving out of the room and putting the sweaters on over. So if anybody's interested in that, come on over. I also have a few men's items that I'm going to be sharing with you guys tonight too. So what I'm going to do is, as I go through the items, I'll pop them in the chat. So the first thing I got from Amazon in the last few weeks, this is brand new. This is a toothbrush sanitizer. I have it plugged into its little USB charger right now, but let me just show you guys how this thing works. So you take your toothbrush, you stick it in there just like that, and then when it lights up purple, it's doing its little sanitation, and this is so awesome. Not only does it act as a cover, but it sanitizes your toothbrushes, and I think that's kind of nice for travel. So I got one of them for my husband just to try out, and I think I'm going to buy them for the whole family now. I might see if they have them in different colors. I don't know if they do, but that's the first item I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, the second thing I wanted to share with you are my new headphones. Let me get that into the chat. I'm definitely multitasking here. Forgive me. So we got that in there. I stole the Bose Quiet Comforts from my husband. These are insane headphones, you guys. Does anybody have any Bose headphones, home stereo systems, or Bose system in your car? If you know, you know. The best, most juicy sound on these things. And what I don't think, my husband said he didn't expect the high level of noise canceling on them, which was pretty crazy. It's pretty intense and very effective. But what I didn't expect is how soft they feel on my head. Compared to my Beats, like the Kardashian colors, these are so much softer on your head. This is especially important for me because when I fly, I watch shows and I have to wear eyeglasses. And if they're too snug against my head, the glasses really start to hurt. So I've really come to appreciate these, and I had to share them with you guys. I flew with them to and from, I want to say, LA or something, and they were, oh man, they were great on the flight. And I did have a noisy baby next to me. I'm not going to say a crying baby. It was more like a screamy, one of the different kinds of babies. The baby that just wants to yap the whole time. It was so funny. Next thing I wanted to share that actually just came in today is the top that I'm wearing right now. And I'm gonna finish my quick little Amazon haul, then go to questions. It's just easier for me to go in the mode. But here's my embroidered top. I'm wearing it in a medium, ladies, and I tied it off in the front. So it's actually longer than it looks because I'm really short and I needed to shorten it up a little bit. It has real embroidery on the sleeve and a very cute little set of tassels on the tie. This also comes in short sleeve, and I have it in white, and it's so cute. If you are going on a cruise to the Mexican Riviera, Costa Maya, Cozumel, anywhere, this is gonna give you the vibes. I love this one. Now, one thing I'll say is I've almost completely stopped wearing black, but I had to have this top, and it only came in black and like this rusty brown, so I had to get it. I just had to get it. Okay, 2 more things, and I promise I'm gonna get to your questions. Next is this cute and bright crossbody bag. For my girls out there who need color in your life, this is is it Vera Bradley? Is that what she's called? I think it's Vera Bradley. The quality on this and the softness on this bag is so cute. I didn't know the strap was bright purple when I bought it. I really didn't know, but I'm gonna keep it. Has pretty good amount of storage on the inside. I haven't like put my stuff in it yet, but if you're really wanting a little bit of brightness in your life, this is so cute and really soft. And I think I just have one more thing to share with you. Yes, oh yeah, this is I bought it because of necessity kind of a thing. I'm telling you, I am the biggest little piggy on cruises. I spilled an entire cup of coffee on my white shirt last time. My husband and I went out to dinner last night. We both spilled on our shirts at dinner. It was super embarrassing. We had like Japanese food, like rolls, and we both ended up with like, I don't know, like sriracha or something on us. We're like, what is going on? So I got 2 of them. I'm gonna just leave one of them like in my car and then put one in my travel bag. This is Tide Rescue Spray Stain Remover, 3 ounces, so it's TSA approved. So there's my little haul for you guys tonight. I'm gonna get those questions answered for you right now. Regina said, I'm going to the Carnival Jubilee, April, Costa Maya, Cozumel, Mahogany Bay. None of the excursions sound interesting. Is it even worth getting off the ship? Mahogany Bay, meh, maybe not. I personally love Cozumel, but I don't usually do an excursion. In Cozumel, Regina, what I really like to do is go to Nachi, Cacombe, or Paradise Beach. They're beautiful beach clubs. Nachi Cacombe is more private, small, intimate, and has better food and a really pretty beach. Paradise Beach is just down the way, really close to it, and it's a little bit more of a party, but it's also huge, and they don't have a cap on how many people really that they'll let in for the day. I think it's worth it. They have all-inclusive packages at both places. Personally, I like Nachi a little bit better, and that is spelled N-A-C-H-I, Nachi. Cacombe, C-O-C-O-M, and you must make reservations in advance. You can absolutely take a taxi cab to get there. The price to get to Nachi Cacombe will be on the taxi sign at Cozumel Cruise Port. You do not have to worry. You will be okay. A lot of people are like, can I get there in time? Absolutely you can. Susie Q, I love this blouse too. Cindy Tatum said, I've watched all of your cruise videos on Alaska. Thank you for all the tips. Cindy, it is our pleasure and it is our passion. Alaska is totally our passion. I hope to get on a cruise tour next year maybe to give you guys a deeper look at Alaska and try to find new ways to explore Alaska for you. But I'm telling you, I can go over and over again, never get bored, never do the same excursions, and we love it there. Susie Q said, we canceled our December cruise. This is a big trip. First time for my husband to go out of the country other than Mexico. Yeah, it's worth it for Europe. You're gonna have an amazing time. Oh, yes, Lindsay Dempsey, Star Princess is going to be having Spellbound. They are going to be having a new iteration of Spellbound. It is going to be based on the Great Cardini, who is a distant relative of the man who owns the Magic Castle. So it's a really neat thing. And I'm going to go ahead and Lindsay, I think it is Lindsay that asked that. I'm going to put the article about Spellbound in the chat for you. Oh, Danielle Ayotu, I believe is Jose. Any opinion on Regal Princess? Yeah, Regal and Royal are great ships. I've been on both of them. I spent my 50th birthday on Regal to the Caribbean, I think it was Regal. Royal was Alaska, Regal, and it was great. Yeah, really fun. Love it. If you want a slightly newer one, try Discovery. Kind of similar, but they're both great. So, yeah. Ooh, congratulations, Kat. That's so exciting. I love it. Dee said that Regal had an elegant vibe while doing the British Isles. Love it. So we are about to head over and start our second live stream of the evening. This one is going to be held on the Amazon, on Amazon.com. We do live streams with Amazon. For those of you who did not know that, we live stream almost every single day on Amazon, and we talk about cruise products. We also talk about products for home, kitchen. We do a lot of cruise fashion. Tonight, I'm going to be doing a haul from a fashion brand that I love, and it's mostly fall clothing. So if you're looking for some sweaters and things, you're going to love this one. And for my men, I'm going to bring in a couple of shirts and maybe some jackets for the guys too. But come to the after party. I'm putting it in the chat. And we'd love to have you over there. It usually takes me about 5 minutes to get over there. But grab that and make sure you hit the follow button. Very nice to have all of you here today. Leanne is agreeing that Nachi Kakom is a great place to go in Cozumel. Yes, Mike and Cheryl, we would love to have you guys there. I know you have been so busy. I think you will enjoy this one with all new pretty sweaters, especially with the weather cooling down where you all are. Have some really nice things. It's kind of a fun, different one. So I'm going to do a try on over there, guys. I'm going to be putting on like a tank top so that I can run back and forth, but come see me in 5 minutes. And to all of our Patreon family that's here tonight, thank you so much for your support. To any of the new folks who were here tonight, I want to welcome you and thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. If you haven't done so already, we would love if you would subscribe and give the video a quick like. And I also want to thank everybody who helped out in the chat this evening answering questions. We don't have all the answers and we love hearing from all of you. It is so, so appreciated. All right, friends, I'll see you on Amazon Live. Happy cruise countdown to all of you out there who shared your cruise countdowns with me. And until next time, we'll see you on the high seas. Good night.
Cruise around the week.
Hey, click